Triple C, what's up? Thanks for saying hi. Good to see you. That's your name, Triple C. That's two. I'm just trying to get the right angle, sorry. So the problem I'm having is maybe, sorry, I gotta change the angle here. My apologies. There we go. That's better, I think. Yeah. Let's get your face on there. Just trying to give you a better view, that's all. Sometimes it's really hard to give you a good view because I need to work like pretty close to the piece, or I need to focus, so I can't have the cameras like in the way. But this is me finishing this up pretty soon, so it's just kind of like light touch up. So I thought I'll give you a better view. It's best view I can anyway. No, I don't typically varnish my paintings because you don't need to. It's not a requirement, and I've gone through phases where I do varnish them, and I do like it, and sometimes I do though. So typically no, I don't varnish. And you know who's good for stuff like that is ChatGPT. Ask them what you should do with your paintings when you finish them. But just an oil paint there are a lot of traditional pieces that are not varnished, so it's not like a necessity. And it depends what kind of finish you want. And you could always say like, oh, of course you want a shiny varnish finish, like a glossy look. But sometimes I just like the way just the last time I touch the brush, touches the canvas, and then it's finished. It's just preference. And it takes a long time to let the paintings dry before you varnish them. And sometimes they've moved on to homes, or I'm ready to let them go, and it's just preference, I guess. But if you have a painting that's been around for, a number of months, and it's just sitting there and you want to varnish it, do it. I do that. If I have a painting I really like and I've seen it, I'm like, oh, I want to put some varnish on this, give it some new life. Sometimes that's what it needs. This is a lot of glazing action now. We're not using like a lot of thick paint. And I'm even using like a translucent red. Kind of like a half body, right? Yeah, translucent. Because as tattoos like wear on, right, they're not fully opaque like colors on the body unless they're freshly painted. They have like there's like they're porous and they're broken in a sense. Or they start to mix with the actual flesh, the skin. I hope Mike Myers sees this piece. I think it's a cool rendition of his character. Delphina, what's up? Yes, for sure. I really like references are so key in my art. If I don't have a reference, it can be a big problem. And more so, like, of course I have a reference, but if I don't have the right reference, it can be. I enjoy the painting experience with multiple references. Even a lot of these tattoo ideas, it gives me an idea, and then as I put it on the canvas, they kind of shift and change. But like even like the ripples of a ghost, sometimes I need to see like what do other people think ripples in the sheet look like. The original portrait of Dr. Evil, I used at least one reference, and then I used it very like heavily to get like the lifelike. I wouldn't be able. I can paint perhaps a portrait that's not going to look like anybody. And it's going to be very like surreal because there's no reference points. You need a photo to like refer and compare. It's all about comparison. When a lot of my painting is about comparison to another image. So yeah, the reference photos that start at anywhere from Google to now we have AI. It's really good for reference photos. And then you can kind of alter things on Photoshop, which I used to do a lot more of. So I would take a couple images and then mash them up in Photoshop for my reference photos. But I love references. And then there's like, they really help not just guide me, but inspire me too. I really love strong imagery. So when I see strong imagery, I get excited to paint. And then you can take bits and pieces of other images and merge them together. And so yeah, references are so key in my world. Even just for a moment, I had to look up some flames. Like, how do they typically look, especially like tattoo flames, like the traditional old school flames. I forgot. I remembered the shape, but I didn't know like where is it yellow on the bottom or you know, so it kind of helped guide me to like feel a little more confident too, versus just making it up. And sometimes you just want to make things up. You don't need a reference at all. You just want to have like let loose. But that's kind of the difference, right? Like, do you want to let loose and have fun and just mess around, or do you want to like use a guide, like a reference? I like to kind of do both. Mess around and have a guide so that it has like a base for me to come back to. And I think people, like in general, really like images that they recognize to some capacity. So there's recognition in work that helps. And then there's just also like icons that are universally known, which I do a lot of. And then the selecting process is important too. Like who do I actually want to paint? I just think Mike Myers played a big role in my childhood. How do I know when my work is done? Well, there's just different stages. It's really how much time do you want to put into it. I don't believe this 100%, but people do say, like, I've heard it said, that the painting's not finished, it's just abandoned. And there is some truth in that. Because I could go on this again tomorrow, but I don't have any desire to do that. Like, this painting was technically done. I put it on my art store. I had, I just painted a portrait of Dr. Evil. It sat for 2 months, maybe a month for sure. And then I saw it on my wall, and I'm like, I wanna go on it more. So like a month later, I'm painting this portrait again that I thought was finished. So in this case, it was just abandoned temporarily, and then I came back to it. I did that with a Beetlejuice portrait I did a couple of years ago. I painted Beetlejuice, just like a portrait from, like a still from the movie. And then a year later, I filled his face full of tattoos. Because the portrait just sat there, and I just looked at it, I'm like, okay, I'm going to play with it then. I'm going to have some fun. Give him my Tilley treatment, the Tilley cipher. Let's throw some red in his. I think how you know a painting's done is based on previous work too. So some, like when you paint a lot, you know what stages you can get the painting to. You know where you can take the painting, and once you reach that, that's a good indicator of like, okay, I got it to where I wanted to get it. I'm happy with it. That's a good indicator. Are you happy with it, right? Or you're like, no, it still needs a little work. And you can do that yourself, right? Especially when you know, like, oh no, I got it to a really good spot. It's in a really good position. Cat in the hat, yeah, cat in the hat's a good idea. I don't have any more space, I think. I could add little ones, I guess. But I don't think so. I don't think so. I think I'm just touching things up now. Need my glasses. I can't see without my glasses. Where's his glasses? I can't see without my glasses. I don't know if any of you have this problem, but in the last year, my eyes went from like really good to pretty horrible. And it kind of happened all within a year. So I'm lucky that glasses work. Like that's all I need. I don't need like anything else, but kind of shocking that it happened. It wasn't gradual. It didn't, like, it's just all of a sudden I can't see anything. I gotta hold my phone, I can't see it. And I know some people grow up with that, but for me it would just happen almost instantaneously. Hey everyone. Thanks, Tori. Appreciate it. And we'll do kind of just fixing up some things now. Calming some things down. Making some lines tighter. Take a step back, look at it, see what, like, if there's any major things that need to be fixed or calling to me. I think we'll add some more, like, this will be fun. This will make him look more alive. Some more white on his eyes there. That's too much over there. Come back to it. Just calming some things down. Don't get too wet. Make sure that there's some skin tones in your paint, not just white. Get some color in there. Make sure you got your It's almost like you're putting like a layer of skin over top of like it's just healing, right? Just adds a nice element of realism. Calms down some of the things. Some of the things you want them to, you want to leave them. It's okay if they look cartoonish, because the whole thing is cartoonish. But then there's some elements I want to look like they've been tattooed on them. And then there's some of the darks, like some of the ink in theory that really has stained the skin good. Just putting a wash over those nice. It's a nice touch. This black to me seems a little too aggressive, so let's just wash it a little bit. I'm not taking away this time because it's dry. You're just putting a nice glaze of skin color and clean, just toning it down a little bit. You get a little creative too, like even with the color. Even the color's muted. You're muting things. Like anything, you can get carried away with it, so be conscious of that. You can also mute some things that just don't really work very well. Now we're just being silly. Some of these tattoos are very childish and like done very like what's that that one guy thought sucky tattoos. I love sucky tattoos. In fact, do I have sucky tattoos? Yeah, I have a couple of like silly tattoos that are just silly. Probably fall into the category of sucky. I've been painting a long time. A long time. Max. Years and years and years. I'm old. I'm an old guy now. I was once like you. Now I'm old in painting. But I haven't always painted like figurative stuff, like portraits, and I painted a lot of abstract. Hey, Sunburn Mayhem. Appreciate you, thank you. Means a lot. Trying to get this channel going, and I appreciate you, thank you. Sunburn Mayhem, thanks. I'm trying. Sunburn Mayhem. That's awesome. Really appreciate that. Art of Mind, thank you. Kind of do like a gradient here a little bit. I don't want to get carried away. And we might even actually go back to a little line work too now. See if I see anything that needs to be. So you're kind of like back and forth. So before I was muting a lot of stuff, toning it down. You can also pick your spots. Add a little bit of depth and dimension by, I don't see a lot of areas, but where you just want to Sunburn Mayhem. Hey, Sunburn Mayhem, watch this. Are you there? Let's watch this. Let me do something for you. Sunburn Mayhem. We will do, sure, right here. This is for you, Sunburn Mayhem. It's a little aggressive, but hang in there. That's an S, okay? Sunburn. Oh, tidy up your brush, don't forget. You don't want a weak brush when you have intentions. There you go. So that's SB. And you know what's coming next, don't you? You know what's coming next. Look at that. You just made the revisionist Dr. Evil painting right there. I don't know if the camera's picking that up, but I hope you can see it. It's Sunburn Mayhem. Etched right into his face. I'll tidy it up over a little bit of time, but you get it. That's you, man. Or ma'am. That's you, dude. That's what I'll say. That's you, dude. Thank you. That's... We're just quieting it down a little bit. I'm happy you saw that. It would have sucked if you left already. Did it for nothing. Just kidding. Appreciate it, really. Goes a long way these days. It's adding like a little bit of red, as if you just got it 5 seconds ago. Still got to heal. Also, what you can do too with some of the other things I just forgot here. It's like a greeny blue pigment. You can just add it. S-D-M. Yeah, it's like he just got it. Like it came out of nowhere. It looks like a $2 tattoo. Right? Come on. Just imagine what a $1,000 tattoo would look like. Probably couldn't even produce it. I just have I want some like faint blue. Those I really love old school like jail tattoos, like the old, not even just necessarily stick and poke, but like just those like kind of like the blues that bleed through the skin. I love it. They just kind of give a little more depth to the grays. I live abroad, man. I'm in Asia. It's nighttime here. I was painting this all day today. Well, the tattoos anyway. This portrait was finished, I really think it's been 2 months, but maybe not. And it was sitting on my wall and I was like, oh, he needs more. I want to upgrade Dr. Evil, bring him into the modern times. I did this, I said this already, but I did this with Beetlejuice too. I finished a Beetlejuice portrait just using a still image from him from the movie, like the original Beetlejuice. And then it sat for about a year plus, maybe 2 years. And I'm like, you know what he needs? A face full of tattoos. And that's kind of what happened here. I just have a hard time letting a portrait that I just used a reference for just sit there. I don't know. I need to add my art to it. Well, kind of like, I really want you to know that it's Dr. Evil, not some sort of representation. I want to do a realistic version of Dr. Evil and then add put it through the cipher, let my imagination go wild. It's dirty here a little bit. I think we'll put some like kind of white streaks on the Jason mask a little bit. I don't know if they actually added white in the tattoo or it's just highlights, but it'll just add a little more depth here. So you kind of have basically like 3 values, or you have your highs, lows, and mids. Just makes it a little more 3-dimensional, or a little more, gives it more depth, more. Even though it's some sort of butchered version, it's still worth cleaning it up and giving it a little attention. This lady, I don't like the lady, but she'll stay. She looks a little bit... Oh, I actually have an idea for her. She needs another sunburn mayhem tattoo. I've painted Mr. Bean, and I've painted Mr. Bean full of face tattoos. And I've painted Mr. Bean as like a pleasure doll, like an adult doll, a rubber doll, if you will. I've painted Mr. Bean at least 2 times, maybe 3. I can't remember the third time. Definitely painted Beetlejuice. Once is enough for Beetlejuice. But yeah, I've painted Mr. Bean. I'll find an image and post it on Instagram again sometime maybe in the future. Because I liked it. Turned out it was just a small one. Just a small guy. I don't think my chat's like in real time. Because I'm just showing you now, but it's just showing up. I don't know. Yeah, what's that kid's name? I gave him tattoos like Tekashi 6ix9ine at that like back in the day when he was like in the news and popping. Mr. Bean got Tekashi 6ix9ine tattoos, a bunch of tattoos like this too. Oh yeah, back to this lady. She'll just get a little like dolly stash. She's gonna get a little dolly stash. Like official dolly stash. Yeah, that's what she needs. Now the tattoo makes sense. See, all she needed was a little moustache. Wow. Now I like her a lot. Didn't need much. Just needed a little. We'll even put a little bow on her. Yeah, there she is. There she is. There's the birthday girl. You know, when we were kids, we just mess up our textbooks or the what do you call it? Desk, student desk. I like when the tattoos kind of look like that vibe. Just a messy beast. Kind of like just for the sake of it. When you do things just for the sake of it. That's what these tattoos are like. Just for the sake of it. Kind of have some fun. I think giving him some eyes is a good idea. Giving Jason some eyes is a smart idea. I don't know what that bird's doing, and I don't really care. Oh, I do want to do one thing. I do have need to get a good gold color here. Orange, ochre, brown, yellow, some white, more white. Let's touch up here. I decided I want I remember like when I first saw a dangling cross tattoo. I remember like it's yesterday. It was shocking. I'm like, wow, you can wear a cross that dangles from your ear? And that's cool? Wow. Do you guys remember the first time you saw a cross dangling from someone's ear? It's probably like your uncle or cousin or something. Now I'm just begging for a dangling cross ear tattoo. Cross earring. Just begging for it. I don't think my wife would let me get it. Your parents won't let you get it. Your wife won't let you get it. What is this world coming to? Iron Man painting where he gets crushed by the mask. Can I suggest an Iron Man painting where he gets crushed by the mask? You mean like Jim Carrey the mask? Or his mask like combusts on his head? I like other people's ideas, Sunburn Mayhem, and they usually marinate with me. So I like Robert Downey Jr. a lot. Iron Man is good. It never like I don't know if I've seen them all. I've seen for sure some. What's the best Robert Downey Jr. movie? Like the best role that he's ever had. Besides Tropic Thunder. So Iron Man's mask literally crushes his skull. Yeah. Sometimes horror, like, so when things are really dark, which if you look at my catalog, I got a lot of dark art. You just stay with it for the rest of your life. It's hard. It's hard to, it has to be somewhere in the meat. Like, so you see, I do a lot of silly stuff. And sometimes too silly, where again, it's like horror art. Like when it's too silly, not everyone gets it or wants to get it. So you're kind of just stuck with it for life. So some sort of happy medium, like if I paint Iron Man with his skull crushed in, I would put him with something else. Like I have mashup paintings where I have a bunch of stuff going on at once. You could paint like a dystopian Iron Man where his suit fails him. That's a good idea, right? Like his suit just malfunctions and it's ungodly mess. Like that wasn't supposed to happen. His suit just like devours his brain. What I want to do now is let's play with this a little bit more. Oh, whatever. I didn't know it was that yellow. Yeah, personally, I need my art to be like, I try to put a lot of thought into some of the jokes. Some of the jokes are just stupid, but sometimes I get a lot out of like satire and poking fun at things and, well, admiring things. And like, I paint a lot of like celebrities that I actually admire or I like, I have an affinity for and I like them, but I'll paint them really stupid or like really silly because I just didn't like, they're a good starting point and then I'm gonna go crazy. So that's why like, the Iron Man thing is I really like Robert Downey Jr. I don't think I've ever painted him, but he doesn't really have like a distinguished face. So it's a lot of work to bring Robert Downey Jr. To life, and then for what? Just to cave his brain in. But I do love ideas because you make me think. So I start thinking about different ideas, and I'm all about it. I'm all about ideas. And then, like I said, they stay with me more than you think. Because even Iron Man, I've painted Spider-Man quite a few times. And Iron Man, it has that distinguished look, right? Like you can paint the mask and the helmet, whatever you call it. And people go, oh, that's Iron Man. And you can have a lot of fun with that. So that's why I like ideas. So there's something about Iron Man that might come to life one day for sure. Why wouldn't it? I'm down. Will it crush his skull into like a horrific disaster? I don't know. But Iron Man. Iron Man. What does AP mean? I don't have all the lingo down. Tran, AP. Okay, so now what I want to do, I keep saying this, but I'm ready to wrap this guy up. Let me see. Let's go with a lime green. A bright green. Ugh. Oils are messy, folks. Oils are messy. Let's go here, over here. We don't want a lot of medium. We want a good brush. This might do it, I'm not sure. What you call a lasso, I call a noose. Oh, gotta record. I like these little signature kind of anime surprise markings. I started painting them recently and I really like them. I kind of feel like it adds a little bit of, hey, that's a Tilly, that's a Tyler Tilly piece. I want to own these little, what? Like, you know, like the anime, like something shocking happens. And I'm sure someone else has done it already, but that's the plan. Because I do a lot of my portraits with these kind of expletives. No, there's a word for them. I like them to be a little bit round and maybe even tapered, like tapered a little bit, if we can pull it off. What in tarnations? Like that. What just happened? Even cuts into his ear a little bit. Can you believe that? That just happened. Crazy, right? Things are off the rails. Yeah. Just like pop art colors. Pop art colors. Whoa! I love pop art colors. Yeah, I just think he needed something extra. The portrait of just Dr. Evil was cool. I liked it. I sat on it for a month or two. And then today I'm like, he needs an abundance of face tattoos. That's what he was missing. You got to pick your brushes wisely. Sometimes I really make a mistake where the brush is just not doing what I need it to do. Like especially, and you know that when you're doing something simple and that you've done 1,000 times before, like why is it working against me? It's probably the brush. Why am I having a hard time like shaping something that I know I can do it? Probably your brush. In this case, this brush is not the right one for this, but it's fine. SBM, thank you. Yeah, I just want to, like finishing touches stuff. Sometimes you can overdo it, but I'm kind of at a really good pace right now. I'm not rushing anything. I'm just, so trust your gut, put them in. Things that, again, signature things that I like to do. Now is a good time. These are old tattoos, right? I don't want them all to be perfect either. I want them to be aged, blurry, they bleed into the skin. Thanks, Sunburn Mayhem. I really appreciate it. Yeah, it really brightened my day because it was fun putting you in the painting too. Never forget it. I'll post this video soon, and I'll post the like the short version, and then I'll post the photos later in my feed. You'll be able to see it better too. The SBM. So thanks. I really appreciate it. It goes a long way, and it helped like just my feeling. That's what it really did. It's nice to chat with you too. And I appreciate your ideas. I always appreciate your ideas. So come back anytime and give me more ideas. I'll steal them. Maybe. Iron Man. Face collapsing. Got it. But Iron Man. You might see an Iron Man painting one day. And that'll be because of you. final thing will be this. Whoop. Whoop. Jason, get back here and eat your dinner. You didn't finish your veggies. That's what kind of Jason mask that is. He left without finishing his veggies. Last little tour here. Let's tidy you up a little bit more. Well, there you have it, Dr. Evil with his full of face tattoos. Hope Mike Myers sees it somehow one day down the road. Big fan. And I had fun revisiting this painting. Glad I did it. It was questionable because I put a lot of time and effort into the portrait. So I wasn't sure if I wanted to totally destroy it or not, but I'm glad I did. I'm happy with this. It's just more my vibe, I guess. At the end of the day, it's more me. So, it's a win. Too much. Let's clean you up there. Young fella. There you go. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye.